Welcome back to the ground control station. Today on the bench, we got a Stryker 955 HP. All right. Let's see. Mic gain setting, that's all the way down. RF power is all the way down. All right. Gonna key up. $25 watts in reverse, no reflect. Got ourselves a 2-watt dead key, 2.1 watts. We're on channel 20, 27205, zero reflect. There's your dead key on the oscilloscope, just a little bit smaller than 2 divisions. Okay. We'll come back here. Roll your RF power all the way up. About 3/4 of a watt of reflect. Almost a 16-watt dead key. We'll basically call that 16 watts. All right. 50-watt scale on the Service Master. 100-watt bird slug. 50-watt bird slug. And your reflect. 25 watts in reverse. I'm gonna key back up. Yeah, minimal reflect, all right? What we're gonna do now is we're going to turn your mic gain all the way up. RF power all the way down, okay? We'll set you down right here. Now when I modulate, audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see what I'm saying, guys? You see all that pinching, the waveform squaring off and all that stuff. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is the mic gain all the way down. All the way up. Here's the mic gain at 12 o'clock position. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Audio, Black Ops technology. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that didn't clean it up much. So when you're clipping and your carrier's pinched on the vocals, best believe when you inject a 1 kilohertz tone, this thing is gonna be sloppy. I'm gonna turn down the mic gain one more time, just a little bit, see if we can get a clean wave in there. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Audio. Yeah, it's still a little ratchet. Audio. Look at the mic gain. It's like at 8 o'clock now. Audio. Still at 8 o'clock. Okay, this thing's funky monkey, man, just by the vocals. So what we're gonna do, actually, you know what? Let me come up here and demonstrate something. If you have an O-scope in a shop, dude, and you key up, audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look at all that pinching. Look at that flat top there. This thing is not sound, okay? Now, I wanted to show that on the O-scope as I'm talking because I don't need to actually inject a 1 kilohertz tone into a radio to view on the O-scope if this radio is clipping or the carrier's pinched. Okay, you can plainly see it and you get a feel for it by eye when you modulate. So with the mic gain all the way up, we're going to throw a 1 kilohertz tone in it, and then I'm going to back the mic gain down to see where we get a clean wave at. This is going to show you how wide open this modulation circuit just may be. 1 kilohertz tone coming up. Mic gain's all the way up. Mic gain is a 1 o'clock position. 12 o'clock. 8 o'clock. See if we can get a better wave than that. Yeah. This thing is funky, man. It's at 1 o'clock now. And that thing was funky. All right, we'll do it wide open one more time. You can actually start to hear, your fucking transformer start fucking humming and shit like that. Your DC transformer or whatnot. As you modulate. It's funny as hell. This thing is wide the hell open. I mean, wide the hell open. We have ourselves like a 2-watt dead key on the low side. We have ourselves a, let's turn this mic gain down. RF power all the way up. We have ourselves almost a full 16.5-watt dead key on the high side, okay? So 2 watts on the low side, 16 watts on the high side. This thing's clipping crazy. Mic gain at 12, oh, that's all the way up. Mic gain at 12 o'clock. And yeah, that's no bueno, man. That's no bueno. We'll come back here, put it all the way up. Well, she's not flat topping, okay? She's not clipping, but your positive and your negative roll-offs are terrible looking, all right? And your carrier's pinched. See what I'm saying? No bueno. All of that isn't getting out to your antenna, okay? Now remember, the frequency that you're transmitting on, that's where you want all of your power going, okay? 27205. You want to keep your transmitter nice and tight, considering modulation, so you don't bleed over other channels and bleed over up to other bands. I know some people, they love 11-meter band, but them fools transmit on the 10-meter band and they transmit on the 12-meter band. And wow, when you're splattering on bands like that, not just adjacent frequencies and stuff like that, but when you're actually spreading your transmission, let's say we're on 20, let's say this is a splatter box, which it is. I'm not saying it's that bad to where it's gonna bleed to 10 meters and 12 meters, but let's just say we key up, we're a splatter box 27205. If you're going beyond 11-meter band, man, throw that fucking radio in the trash, man. I swear. So, but inevitably, all that power that you're generating, you want it on your frequency. You don't want it on the above or below frequency, whatever the case may be. And you definitely don't want to be splattering into different bandwidths. All right. So, yeah, what we never did was modulate. Audio. Reflect jumped up to 2.1 on the modulation when all that forward peak power comes out. Audio. We're going to see if we can dial you in and get this right. Audio. See, that's garbage right there. Look at that. Audio. If anybody owns an O-scope, and claims to be a tech, and that's what they're showing you after their work, then there's no sense even having this piece of equipment, okay? If you don't stay true to the oscilloscope, there's no reason to have it. So people were mad at me for bringing up guys who have an oscilloscope that show shit on the screen. Don't be mad at ground control. Be mad at that guy who owns that piece of equipment that's not using it properly, okay? So remember, guys, when you see this, audio check, 1, 2, 3, look at that line. Look at that flat line. Look at that pinch carrier in between the waveform. Audio. Look at that waveform stretch out. Audio. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is a splatterbox radio. Period. There's no way around it. But after it leaves here, it will not be. And I guarantee that. Audio. Audio. Black Ops technology. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. On the high side, 16 watts. Peaking almost 80. And I guarantee you it's stock finals in here and stock voltage regulator. I guarantee it. All right, this is not what you want to do with these radios, okay? If these things are peaking, 80 watts, 100 watts, you better have the proper fucking upgrades, or you're just gonna run through these transistors, man. You're gonna run through your RF transistors, and there's no two doubts about that. And then you're gonna be pissed and be like, "Oh, fucking Stryker fucking sucks." It's not Stryker that sucks, okay? Also, with the encoder, with you guys out there that's saying you can't do this, you can't do this. Well, I did it just fine. There's no need for a damn upgraded encoder, okay? These guys are in your pockets and they want your money. And they're trying to figure out ways with your favorite radios in the community to add more shit to it, to get more money from you to them. All right? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling y'all some good shit. You stay away from these guys, man. Especially the techs that are always pointing the finger and bashing other guys, okay? Especially other guys that don't affect them whatsoever. All right. Without further ratchet on and, pointing out that extra obvious, we're going to get this thing cracked open and we're going to get it back to what it's supposed to be doing, plus a little bit more. All right? Ground control. Let's get down to business. All right, Mr. Cunningham. Fortunately, nothing has been clipped. All your trap coils are intact, thankfully. But I'm going to point out one thing, okay? Now, this right here is a diode, SR360. I don't know if this is brand new or used or how you got it or whatever, but somebody hooked up this power cable backwards, blew the diode, which is your DC protective diode, okay? Now, the reason why I know this has happened is because look at that solder job. That is not factory, dude. That is nowhere near factory. Look at those two globs. That glob and that glob. Yeah, that's not factory, okay? That was hand soldered by somebody who cannot freaking solder. I mean, that is just ugly as shit, dude. Okay? Focus on that, man. So, would it come like that from factory? Absolutely not. I've been working on Stryker since day one, okay? The guys who created Stryker radios, those two guys used to work for Galaxy, okay? Galaxy radios. They paired up and said, hey, we can make a better radio. We can design a better radio than who we work for. And those two guys ventured off and created Stryker, okay? Now, when you're dealing with radios that are in high production, okay, this shit isn't hand soldered, man. All right? It's like fucking robots, robot arms. Boards come down the line. And, okay, these are not hand soldered. You might have a couple things here and there that are hand soldered, you know, but that right there, you'll never see that from factory. Somebody did that, okay? So that tells me either you had problems with the radio before and got it fixed, or you bought it used, okay? There's no way in hell that would come out of factory like that. Just no way in hell. Voltage regulator looks good, okay? Your mini looks good. Everything looks good down the line, okay? We just got done putting the RF shield back over the transistors. I just wanted to check them out and see if they had enough thermal compound, all right? We're going to go ahead and, excuse me. We're going to go ahead and get you a ferrite on here. Like I say, it's not dire, but I definitely think some impedance on these lines are well worth the quick ferrite around them. Like I say, your talkback won't squeal as much, less susceptible to that shit. So we always get a ferrite on those leads. Other than that, man, we're just going to get our Black Ops services done, and we're going to get this thing squared away. We're going to get it cleaned up too. And I noticed you still have some plastic there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take these knobs off, and we're going to get the rest of that plastic off. We'll clean it all up, and then we're going to add a nice little Stryker decal to this radio. Most Strykers that come through here actually get the decal with it as well. I told you I'm a Stryker, man. And these decals are kind of hard to come by. I know the person who manufactures them, and they'll do them in like 30 bundles, 40 bundles, you know. So I usually grab them all. All right, hold on to something. We'll be back. Mr. Cunningham, we got your radio all cleaned up. We got your Stryker radio decal on. Okay, that's a vinyl decal, man. That thing's gonna last 7 to 10 years. You know, in a climate-controlled area, you know. A hot truck, a cold truck, summer, winter. Probably 5 or 6 years, you know, before it wants to start peeling back. But like I say, man, very good radio. It's no longer a splatter box. I know you wanted it set up for the RF power being all the way open. That's how you're going to run it. There's no amplifier that's going to be connected. So you want it full blast as much as you can, all radio. 20-watt dead key on the high side. Half a watt of reflect. Half a watt of reflect. 25 in reverse. 50 forward. 100 forward. Is your 50-watt scale there on the Service Master? Audio. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Black Ops technology. Audio check 1, 2, 3. 60 watts. Audio. Audio check 1, 2, 3. 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 Got your 20-watt dead key on the high side, brother. Looked like you had a max peak there of about 60, an average swing of about 48. 1 kilohertz tone coming up. Now that is pretty. All right. There you go, sir. Far from stock. Got yourself an advanced tune. True to the tone, 1 kilohertz tone. You had about 48 watts there, peak power. Okay. What about 1.3 watts of reflect, which is minimal. All right. You gotta remember, man. Start throwing out peak wattage, man. You gotta make sure that reflect is down as low as possible. Okay. But yeah, we got the plastic off the faceplate. Got all the knobs off and clean the chrome. She is cool, cooly woolly, and she is clean. No doubt about it, man. All right, so what we're gonna do is RF power is still all the way up. Mic gain is still all the way up. Let's turn on this talk back. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can turn this talk back up just a little bit more. Give me 1 second. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clean, clear, broadcast modulation, no doubt about it, man. Ground control 204. Ground control 204. Black Ops technology. See if we can get a little closer to that speaker. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Audio check 1, 2, 3. 1 1000. 2 1000 and 3 1000. Break. All right, man. Sounds really good. I want to clear that out. We'll come back and watch the modulation. Actually, let me center my trigger. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio. Black Ops technology, no doubt about it. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said before, man, I am the go-to guy for President and Stryker. All right? Now you take that in your back pocket and you run with it. Go run tell that. Ground control. #1 man for President and Stryker. No doubt about it. Hey guys, this thing is wrapped up. This radio stroking. And remember, the best RF is clean RF. All right? Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate all of you. Every single one of you, man. I appreciate my subs, my fans, my friends, and I appreciate you haters. No doubt about it. Well, we're going on for a little bit here on this video, so we're going to wrap things up, man. I just want to give a shout out to some of you guys and let you know that I do appreciate you tuning in, man. Come on by, rap with me, comment, let's shoot the shit. No doubt about it. Until next time, Ground Control 204, Black Ops technology. And we're gone. Gone.